All right, you should be good.
Hello, y'all. Welcome to Defund DLC Live. How y'all doing out there in the metaverse? We just want to reconnect with y'all before Christmas. Say Merry Christmas on the Defund DLC community. You know, just let everybody know that we're thinking about you, and just kind of want to reconnect with everybody out there and see how everyone's doing. Prisoners across the country, say Merry Christmas to y'all out there. You know, a lot of times families and friends are far and few between from a lot of the prisoners in prison, you know, and it's crazy because, like, everybody makes bad decisions, you know, and then all of a sudden you make one particular bad decision and, like, you know, you're just forgotten about by society, forgotten about by your parents, your siblings, your children. It's just like it's really sad, man. And there's a lot of people in here that are just just like regular people, man. Just made a bad decision, and now they're just like alone. The holidays is really horrible in prison. It's like one of the most violent times of year in prison is Christmas time and New Year's time, because the tension in here is really, really thick. You know, a lot of people are just sad and depressed because of they're missing their loved ones, you know, their parents, their children, their wives, and it manifests in an extremely violent way, you know, because a lot of these people are not educated, they're not like really matured in their mind. So the best way to resolve their frustration with the separation from their families and whatnot is to just to lash out at others, and then those people lash out at them. So it's like it's just a cycle, you know. So it's good for us to connect with everybody out there, kind of shed a little bit of light on what's happening inside prison, inside DLC. And if anybody's got any questions out there, we'd love to answer them. You know, I've been in here 20 years. We're currently fighting for clemency and resentencing. You know, they gave me basically a slow death sentence, 34 years in prison, even though nobody was even severely hurt in my crime. You know, so it's a really it's really good for us to petition for another chance, for some mercy, and you know what I mean. Like, let me give another chance. Let me get one chance, because I feel like I've never been given a chance. Like all the way up until I was I was basically a child when I came to prison, and so I was never really matured in my mind. I never was off it. I was able to to deal with my trauma from childhood. You know, in regards to abandonment, I was abandoned to the foster care system at the age of 10. Those of you that read my book, Homeless in Seattle, a Foster Kids Manifesto, will see that, like, I was sleeping in stolen cars at like 13, 14 years old. I was on my own, and so the only way that I could survive in my mind at that time was to live on to that criminal lifestyle, that gang life, that drug life, selling drugs and gangs and all that stuff. It's so easy to fall into when you don't have parents, when you don't have others that are trying to point you in the right direction. So yeah. If anybody got any questions or anything, I would love to answer them. I would love to touch base with everybody out there in the metaverse, or I think they're on TikTok, or what are we on today, Linda?
I don't know if it's actually broadcasting to TikTok, but I selected TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
Oh, awesome! Yeah. So what you said?
Molly says hello.
Oh, well, hello, Molly. So there's people out there.
Yeah,
so people can see us.
Yeah,
hello,
it's
Molly.
Just sometimes
Defund DLC.
Sometimes we get the quiet group of people, so then you get to talk more.
Yeah, no, definitely good to know that there's other people watching, because like this is like I guess it's not even a very interesting thing to people. I guess some people think that this is politics, when in reality it's not politics. This is human drama happening right before your eyes. Like, they're like, oh yeah, prison reform, that's politics. No, it's not politics. This is human drama. Like, we need you to be about defund DOC, because there's a human slave system happening right now in this country, with more slaves in this country than any other time in history. I'm talking even more than the Romans had slaves, more than China got slaves. That's how corrupt our system is. So thank you, Molly, for tuning in. We definitely need more and more smart people to, be a part of this. But yeah, if you have any questions, we'd love to answer them.
Molly says that her son was wrongfully convicted at Graham.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I constantly have to share with people how corrupt the system is. It's like designed to ensnare people, man. It's not like a fair system. Like, they have all these vast resources, the prosecutor does, to criminalize everybody, right? Virtually, they have a saying in the judicial system that they can indict or they can find guilty a ham sandwich. You know what I mean? That's how low the bar is. And it's because a lot of times they got unsophisticated juries that don't really understand how corrupt the system is, and so they're just finding everybody guilty, thinking, oh yeah, they're just guilty. But in reality, a lot of the times it's been proven time and time again that a lot of people have been found guilty when they were innocent.
Yeah, she just said that
goes out to you, Molly.
She just said that he was framed because they want convictions.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's actually a real famous trial attorney named F. Lee Bailey, and that man said, he created a saying that said, once the wheels of justice start rolling, innocence begins to be progressively less relevant. Now, this is a trial attorney that litigated in the criminal courts for decades. Anybody can Google him. His name's F. Lee Bailey. And if a trial attorney is saying that, has been in the legal system their whole lives, I mean, can you imagine what it's like now? I mean, he was practicing law, I don't know, 30 years ago. So think about it now. Today, a lot of people say it's fast food. It's fast food system. And I don't like to call it fast food justice, because that would imply that there is justice. It's an illusion. It's all an illusion. The court system is all an illusion. You got all this money on the prosecutor side to find everybody guilty. But if you want to hire anybody anywhere close to the rebuttal, so that the prosecutor hire a ballistics expert, how come you can't hire a ballistics expert to rebut the ballistics? You know what I mean? You don't get that kind of money. And so that's why the rich can get out of this system, and the poor, the working class, the middle class, that this is meant to control them. This system is just it's a corrupt system. It's a system meant to enslave our children, and so there's a lot to it. I really like that you're awake to it, Molly, and just continue fighting for justice for your son, because you can't take your foot off the pedal, because the minute that you do, your son is just gonna squander, and it's just gonna flounder and just you need more and more people to be on their side. We're actually, Linda, we're going to be doing a change.org in my case soon, aren't we? What are you thinking about that, Linda?
Oh, it'll probably be done this week.
Yeah, so this week we're gonna kick off a change.org in my case, because like I said earlier, I've been in prison almost 20 years already, right? And nobody was even hurt in my case. Nobody's murdered. Nobody was raped. There's no sex stuff in my crimes. You know what I mean? Yet the state is murdering me with a slow death sentence. You know what I mean? And so when the state starts doing corrupt stuff like that, like killing people that have not killed somebody, that's when you realize that we have an evil ass system. You know what I mean? Our system is morally corrupt. It's an unethical system. You know what I mean? And so that's why we need more and more people to be a part of it, because like you don't understand, like just being a friend, a follower of Facebook or TikTok or a subscriber to our podcast, like you're making a difference, because just having eyeballs on it means that we can bring it to the legislators and be like, look, we got this amount of people that listen to our podcast or that listen to our podcast. And when you can bring that to the legislators and you say that, then all of a sudden they got ears for the truth. You know what I mean? Because currently, we're ensnaring and enslaving our people. You know what I mean? It's an evil system. So definitely, so go get this free book. Go pick it up right now. It's on defunddlc.net. Go pick it up. It's called Defund DLC for all prisons in treatment and career centers. Or you can pick up the second book.
Hold on. You gotta let them know that to subscribe to get the book. It's not just on the website. Yeah. Subscribe and you'll get an email.
Of course, yeah. You gotta subscribe to the podcast, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a part of this movement.
Well, that's how they get the free book, so you gotta let them know that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right about that. Yeah, go subscribe to our podcast. We got the free digital books, like I was saying earlier, the Defund DLC book, but we also got another book called The Art of Living, Everything You Need to Know to Achieve Success in Life and Business. I learned it in prison. You go pick up one of those books, cop those books, and check it out. I'm giving out game. I'm giving out bars. I'm giving out a lot of info so that you can understand what's truly happening and get awake to this corrupt ass system that we got, where it's just about controlling the poor class, the middle class, the working class. That's all this is. This is just to control us. You know what I mean? It's not a system of rehabilitation. If it was about rehabilitation, then why are they giving people death sentences, slow death sentences, when they didn't even murder nobody? You know what I'm saying? It's not about rehabilitation. They want to keep you in prison so that they can steal your labor. You know, they want to extract money from your family and your friend. So definitely love hearing from you guys out there. You know, give me something to talk about. Otherwise, I'll keep going back to all the stuff I know. I need some questions out there, you know?
She says she's heard of the book. So many people agree with you.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Yeah, we definitely need more and more people out there to learn about it. We're trying to get everybody under the same understanding. Like, we should create some kind of memorandum of understanding. Like, get all these nonprofits, prison reform groups. We should all be under one agenda. You know what I mean? Like, we want all non-homicide offenses down to 10 years max. You know, if we can just do that right there, I mean, because they're giving people death sentences for outrageous ass stuff. Like, how are you going to kill people when they didn't kill nobody? So that's one thing that I would really like to get. And another thing is why are you taking all these years of imprisonment for our people, right? And then not giving them no education. I mean, that just to me, it's just stupid. But yet, it's smart if you're really trying to steal their labor and keep them in prison and keep them coming back to prison. Then it's brilliant then. But if you're really genuinely caring about our people and wanting to be about a better future for our society, then you should be about educating our people. So that's the other thing. And then the third thing I would really like to push is that we just end slavery. You know what I mean? Like, I really hate that fact that they got the right to take all your labor and not pay you nothing except for little pennies, 20 cents, 40 cents an hour. It's ridiculous. So yeah, those are little things. Anyway, yeah, Linda, we got any other questions out there? We definitely need some more questions.
Not yet. No, I'll let's see. Sorry, Molly just typed one more. She says, I have hope that the collective consciousness is spreading albeit too slowly, that this country has to change and reform.
I barely heard some of that.
Sorry, I'm sick. I don't have much of a voice. She said, I have hope that the collective consciousness is spreading, albeit too slowly, that this country has to change and reform. Did you hear me?
Oh, yeah, there
My
you go.
ear's
Yeah.
plugged. I can't tell.
I mean, dude, our system is so corrupt. I mean, literally the highest suicide rate in this country is inside prisons and jails. The highest murder rate in this country is inside our prisons and our jails per capita. You know what I mean? And yet, somehow this is considered a justice system. It's not just. It's unfair. It's unjust, you know?
Hey,
So
are you moving?
Are
you moving?
Huh?
Are you moving?
No.
I think you
Try
shrunk.
not to.
Well, you got lower. I just had to lower it all the way. Okay. There we go. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. We got
technical
difficulty. We're hoping that this is airing on TikTok and all our channels, but we don't know.
It's airing from here, so. But it chopped half your face off because you got lower on the screen.
Oh, okay. So most definitely, out there, anybody out there that wants to, we're looking for people to interview. Anybody knows any good stories that would like to be broadcast on Defund DOC, please reach out to us. We'd like to share those stories with the world.
You can
definitely,
if you've got a story, email me at linda@defunddoc.net so I can chat with you about your story and try to make a plan on when we can get you on the podcast.
Yeah, and the other thing we're working on currently is we're trying to switch over from Blog Talk Radio to a new one. Currently, we're looking at a couple of them. I think one was called Podbean or Podster or something like that.
Podbean,
yeah. So we're looking at that one. We're trying to get this internet radio station up and going again. But stay tuned for that. We got a couple of episodes coming out. We got one with a group of amazing advocates. That's going to be coming out. Or did that one already come out, Linda?
It's going to be coming out. I was working on it for quite a while yesterday and then ran into the issue where it wasn't saving the actual audio file. It wouldn't open again. So I messed with that for about 3 hours. And I'm back to editing, so I'm hoping to have it out tomorrow. I just have to edit out some information.
We got a Christmas episode that's going to be out before Christmas, right? That's going to have to be out before Christmas.
So also with that one, we are taking messages from incarcerated individuals, messages to home for Christmas. So if they want to be a part of this episode, send me an email, linda@defunddoc.net, and I can get you the information so that they can call me and I can record a quick 30-second, 1 minute, whatever audio clip that will be on our podcast. But that has to be done within the next day or two.
Yeah, that'll be done within the next day. That way we can get it up on. Well, our target is for Christmas Eve, but it could be up before that. Is that correct?
Yeah, just before Christmas.
Yeah. So if you don't reach us within a day, it's not happening. So just so you guys know, you've literally got a day, less than a day, maybe, because I don't want her not putting up our episode. It has to be up before Christmas, otherwise it's not even worth it.
Even if one person calls or two people call on Tuesday, I can still put those clips in. So it's not that big of a deal, Daniel.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have already sent Christmas wishes that want to be heard on Christmas.
Only on
yours. So that's appreciated.
Yeah, it'll be out.
But we're definitely trying to get anybody that wants to be a part of sending some shout outs from prison or whatnot, this is a good time to do so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we definitely like include everybody in the community out there. Lastly, we're currently in the software development stage of our pen pal website. How's that going, Linda?
You're fully aware of how that's going. I honestly am not quite sure myself. I've explained to this gentleman everything that needs to be in it, but I don't know that he's understanding. So it's going, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure where we're at, honestly.
Yeah, so we're kind of waiting for the developer to finish. We've already got the mock-ups. We're kind of on the next stage of coding, but it's going to be called Elite Inmates. It's going to be for inmates that are like artists, tattooers, entrepreneurs, writers, those that have that are fitness or whatnot. So yeah, just the elite inmates, ones that are actually rehabilitated and productive.
And it's going to be eliteinmates.com.
Yeah, it's going to be called eliteinmates.com. So definitely keep an eye out for that. We'll be posting it on our website. Those of you that are out there looking for relationships or just looking for pen pals, stay tuned. We're going to have the cream of the crop on the elite inmates. So just be sure of that.
All right, you're down to 1 minute.
All right, y'all. Just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in and continuing to Facebook friend us, join us, follow us, double click or what was it, double tap, everything. We definitely need you guys out here to be a part of this. Much love and respect. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year from Defund DOC.
Oh,
much love and respect, y'all.
We do have another live scheduled for New Year's Day. So watch for that.
New Year's Day. Schedule. Be there. New Year's Eve.
New Year's Day. New Year's Day.
All right. Much love, everyone. Salute.